Welcome to the Viral Virtue Show. It's always a delight to have you on board. As usual, this is a show that promotes a culture of good character, morals, and values. My name is AB, and with me in the studio are Chima and Uju.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Good to be here.
Hello.
How have you
Glad to be here
been?
again. Good.
Should I ask how she's been? How have you been, Uju?
Fantastic.
Oh, great.
Fantastic.
Great. So today on the show, we'll be talking to our children about their feelings, about their emotions. You have kids?
Yes, I do.
How many?
I have 3. I have 2 boys and a girl.
Tell me a bit about them.
Okay, 3 different individuals. The first one is the critical guy. The second one is the creative guy. And then my daughter, the princess of the house, the one who knows that the world revolves around her. And then she takes advantage of it. When you say, all you children, go to your room, she's not part of the children. She stays, she gets her own instructions by herself. So I'm blessed with all 3. And I'm
That's
grateful.
great. That's great. I have 2. I have 2 amazing girls, Thelma and Tehila. Thelma is 8, Tehila is 2. Thelma is very sensitive. She's very caring. She's like, she understands. If I'm angry, she knows. If I'm happy, she knows. And she knows she has my button. She knows how to press my button. When she wants what she wants, she knows exactly how to get it. Then Tehila is she's caring, she's loving, she's clingy. And just like your daughter, she's the one that knows that, okay, so this is my right. It is I'm coming back from work. Mommy, welcome. She's taking my bag because she knows she has to find peanuts or something. But they're just generally amazing. Would you tell me about your boys?
2 beautiful boys. First is 4 going to 5. The second is
nice.
2. And the first, Ethan, very sensitive, sweet, very sweet, like oozes love.
Wow.
The second is critical and very observant. He's the one that will mimic. She's just looking at you, but when you go, like, he'll just mimic everything. Everything. Very smart.
That's
Both
nice.
of them very smart.
That's
but
good
yeah.
to hear. That's good to hear. So basically, that's what this episode is all about. We're going to be talking about how to talk to our children about their emotions and the kind
Critical,
of emotions.
very important.
Yeah. So let's go on a short break, and when we come back, there's more. Welcome back. So if you're just joining us, this is a Viral Virtue Show, the show that promotes a culture of good character, morals, and values. So today on the show, we have a very, very emphasis on the very special guest.
Yeah.
And I'll do you the honors.
Please help me receive
Wow.
my wife.
God.
To be
Hey.
stand up.
God. When?
You
Shada.
have married.
My wife. Please, Pastor Lillian Ochemba. Jesus.
All right.
Welcome.
Wow. Oh my
That's
God.
That's nekene.
I think you're on the,
On the hype tag.
Yes.
It's not even a hype. It is an
Please,
information.
sit, man.
It's okay, my dear, sit down, sit down.
She's
You see,
Lolo.
take your time. Don't let them lose you. Take your time.
All right, so recently on social media,
Yeah.
I saw plenty things. I saw plenty things, man.
What's carrying you there to be sweet?
A whole lot
They
happens
say-
there.
Yeah, exactly. So it was his wedding anniversary.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about your marriage. Tell me how long you've been married and all of that.
Okay, Saturday 8th, we've been married 11 years.
Oh, wow.
We started pretty early, which is, I think, one of the far one of the best decisions I have made, or we have made, starting off early. Our first child is 10, will be 10 in December.
Wow, 10 already.
Yes, and the second one will be 8 on her birthday.
Oh, nice. So today we'll be talking about talking to your children about their feelings and about their emotions. But before we do that, we'll watch a video. Uju, can you? And then when we come, we'll just continue our conversation.
Oh, that's fine. So,
All right.
yeah.
Ew.
That was a nice one. And it informs me about the different emotions our children have to go through. They're in school, they're happy, they're sad, and all of that. So with all of these emotions, how do you manage your children? I know you have two boys and a girl. Tell me, how do you manage their emotions?
Okay, first you need the wisdom of God. Because sometimes you are confused. You don't even understand how
Why are you
feel.
laughing?
Let me go here. It's fine. No, recently, I was telling my husband, everyone should train their children properly. Because you can't afford to go through this phase of your life trying to make sure you are a good parent, trying to make sure you're there for them. It's crazy. And then by the time they grow old, you're still in that shoe of trying to mold them. Imagine molding an adult. You don't have any rest. So you get yourself to that place where you learn to manage all their emotions. Whether it speaks to you or not, you must learn to manage all their emotions. So sometimes they come back, and then learn to also create the balance. There should be time for someone to feel sad. However, feeling sad should not be a lifestyle. So when you feel sad all the time, something should be done about it.
African mothers will say, give you one very hot slap. If I hear pain,
Sorry,
No,
sadly,
for
I
example-
do that. I cannot hear him. If I hear him.
For example, Adria will come back from school and tell you, today school was so sad for me. What happened? And then you pamper him. Then the next day he comes back again. School was so boring. I was so sad. You can't be sad all the time. You can't be sad all the time. And then some other time, you also try to point them to Christ. Because everything that happens around us shows the picture of Christ. Everyone should see Christ. So when they're telling you, I'm so sad, you say, talk to the Holy Spirit. He will help you. So you're pointing them to Christ. You're pointing them to the right person. When they are very excited, you tell them, the Bible says in the presence of God, there is fullness of joy. This is what you enjoy when you're in God's presence.
Okay.
Just the wisdom of God, actually, to manage their emotions.
yeah.
So when you watched the video just now, what were your thoughts?
I like the explosion of emotions in different directions. The one who is very scared, and she's wandering in the dark. I have one child like that who is scared. If you leave him, he will sleep inside your trouser. But amazingly, he's the life of the party. He's an exciting person. He's just there. In fact, some things he says, I wonder, where did he get that from? The mother gets a white shoe, and then there is a pink lining on the shoe. And then the mom says, there's a pink lining. It may be a female shoe. And
No, I said you can't have this shoe because it's a female shoe.
I said, you're just being gender stereotyped.
Wow, how old is he?
Yes, he'll be 8 next week. On Saturday, actually. So I'm like, I've not even used that thing in a sentence before. So being able to know each child and how to connect with them, hear them out, let them vent on you. We grew up not being able to share our emotions,
yes.
But like my wife said, it is good to help them understand that life won't always throw you the grapes that you need. When whatever life throws at you, you must make a decision to be happy, to take responsibility for the outcomes of your life. Not, I'm sad today, why I went to school. My friend, come on, shake up. Your classroom has a fan. Come on. It's breakthrough.
I liked what you said about you pointing them to God and all of that. And it takes me back to this video. I don't know, did you see, this is just a clip from a movie. Have you seen it before now? So funny enough, let me take you back a bit. This video, you saw the different disgust, anger, joy. All of the emotions are going on inside one person.
Yes, at the same time.
At the same time. So, watching the video, it really takes me in a particular way. So you mean all of these emotions go in my child at the same time? Or well, at different times. And
Yes.
so how do I manage? How am I able to manage? I know we've said pointing to God and all of that. So you, for your sons, how do you manage all of these emotions at the same time?
Okay. I used to be, before I gave birth to my first, I used to be someone who I didn't understand when people are very sensitive. And then I give birth to a son who is overly sensitive, where if you laugh, he'll be like, you're laughing at me. And I'm like, I don't even understand it. Or he comes and, Mommy, I love you. You're the best mommy ever. And I'm sorry, but I'm not used to all the mushiness, right? And then I realized that this is him. I can't change it for anything. You know, comes home one day and says he wants to be in ballet class. My husband doesn't understand why he's the only boy in ballet class and you see him holding his imaginary tutus. I don't get it, but I'm trying to understand him. So I saw a prayer. I saw a prayer a few days ago, and I was like, my God is not a moody God. You know, He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And the thing is, yes, you're allowed to, like she said, you're allowed to be moody. But it's not enabled for it to be like forever. Like all these, I'm in a mood swing, I have a mood swing. You know, these are the times where we start grooming them to say it's not right for your mood to affect everyone around you. You know, and it's not right for you to justify it. Because if you say, oh, well, but then I'm in a mood, and someone says, but you're hurting me with this, and then you're trying to justify it, it's not right. So we need to talk to our children about the feelings. We accept that, yes, I know you have these feelings. I know that you're sensitive, but you shouldn't be sensitive to the extent that your sensitivity, in quote, is hurting other people, and then you're justifying it. No, it doesn't work that way. Because then at the end of the day, why are we parents? Because we're there to guide them. The second feels like if he stomps his feet on the floor and shouts, then everything will
fall into
And I'm
place.
like, well, I mean, that's traits of anger and anger issues. So we need to deal with that and nip it in the bud. And if you're not there to do it, who else?
You know when you say nip it in the
Nip
bud.
it in the bud, my brother.
Sounds like
There's
nip
a
it
scripture I
in the
like
bud.
that we seem to have forgotten in this day and age.
Train up
Foolishness abound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction.
This one, you're just
I know
bugaing
that
on
rod
top
of
of
correction.
your children.
No, not really. You know, the thing is,
You know,
just
we are
a
in
joke,
we are in a
they should
world.
not beat children.
No, I didn't
We are
say,
in-
oh, no,
We are in a
I'm not
world
in
and
that
we are
school
in
of
an age
thought.
where the things that are wrong are now accepted
Yes.
as right, and the things that are right, you're not now. If you do it, you're not cool at all. So we need to. I watched something by a woman was talking about her child, and she was like, my child said certain things that were not really right and not appropriate for me to say on TV, but there were adult decisions that he made at the age of 2. No, at the age of 5. And she was like, well, he made the decision. And I'm like,
Decisions.
have you read that scripture? Have you read that part of the Bible?
You know, for me, we need to be we need to be really, really careful in our time, because everything goes through everything. I remember, this is going to be funny, but it framed my decision-making process.
Yeah.
I remember adding an English name to my name on my 4-figure table. Anybody remember that? It used to happen. It's one of those things that should be in some museum now. 4-figure table, and I wrote Chima Kelvin. So, unfortunately for me, the book jumped out of my bag, and my dad saw the book.
Kelvin.
He responded in several ways. One of the ways he responded was that if I think that having an English name makes me cooler, then there is something that is critically wrong about my self-esteem. And I think that the English name is what makes me feel better. So thinking about all of those, now I'm an adult. I don't travel to a country, for example, for 2 days or 3 days or 1 week and come back with an accent. Because
Blimey.
yeah, people go to Dubai and come back with British accent, and you wonder what's going on. You know, and it all boils down to esteem issues, and it stems from emotional issues that were not sorted out at
the tender age.
younger baby ages, right? Go
Sorry,
ahead.
let me cut you short. Let's go on a break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll talk about the difference.
Yeah.
You know, the children, and the children now and the children then. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, there's more.
A very warm welcome to everyone watching.
please show you life-changing stories, those you have helped through your generous giving.
I say thank you to CBN.
You provided free surgeries for the helpless, clean water wells for many communities, empowered youth, women, and widows. For more heartwarming and life-transforming stories you made happen, watch episodes of You Were There on this channel.
Welcome back to the Viral Virtue Show. Before we went on break, Abiodun AB was asking a question. What's the difference between how our parents handled our feelings or emotions in our time and now how we are handling our children's feelings and emotions? So my question is, for example, I could not, dared not speak to my mother and say, well, I don't feel like going out to where you say we should go to.
You did.
They didn't boy you
well.
We descend
Or we are out in an outing and she says, let's
Mommy,
go
I'm
home.
hanging
And I'm
out.
like, well, I'm having so much fun and I don't want to go anywhere. And then this time we'll be like, oh no, but you have to. Is that what you guys do?
Oh.
Because I talk with my eyes. I don't know.
You're
I
still
think
like
I'm
our parents.
I think I'm
Eyes.
following their ways. Because really, I'm used to it.
That's how you grow up.
No, for me, I think there are things that worked with our parents.
Yeah. Discipline.
Okay, I was talking with a friend some time ago, and I told him, out of the plenty G's, one of the things we agreed was, the no's made us have stronger emotional stabilities. We live in a yes time.
Have you seen Yes Day?
Sorry?
It's
Yes
a
Day.
movie where
No,
the
no.
parents, everybody say yes, okay.
So, and then because of the excessive yeses, every time there is one no,
They will
it's
treat
like
tantrum.
the whole world. I remember our daughter when we had her newly. I remember her first and only tantrum.
And only.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, she just went, and then before you knew, she threw herself on the floor. And her mother came from this side, I came from this side, and then
Balanced diet.
we gave her welcome party.
Oh, wow.
She forgot to cry. And then now she learned to apologize. She learned to take responsibility. So she does something wrong, you tell her, leave this place. She comes back to you telling you, Daddy, I'm sorry, or Mommy, I'm so sorry, I won't do it again. She knows wrong from right. Not leave arm. You know, the way we say it here, leave arms. That's small picking.
Creates that sense of
then-
entitlement.
Sorry, something happened in church one day. So sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I saw a mom, God, I don't know if it's violence, slap a child from up. And everybody was like, ma, and I said something. I said, do not interrupt a mother disciplining the child. Now, I don't know if what I said was wrong. I don't believe I said what was wrong. But people were asking, what happened? I said, he's always not putting his offering. He's always taking it to school and buying something. Like, I give you an offering, you put it. And that particular day, she actually found, after church, she found the offering still in his pocket. And to me, it was discipline. And some people were like, no, you don't beat children like that. You don't beat children like that.
I
And
think,
know,
I think there is a
emotion-
gauge to all this.
Yes, I was
because
going
like
to
the
say.
slapping down the staircase, fine.
Like the child tumbled down.
That was
or-
excessive.
And maybe the child was being very dramatic, but the child was going like,
No, but you know,
depends on
you
the
know when
offense.
when we're talking, you said something. It could be that yes, you were supposed to discipline that guy, a child. If the mother hadn't, I'll have a problem with it. But now, you know, when we're talking, you said something about discipline from a place of your own emotions. So it's possible that
Anger.
she was angry. So she took it out on the child. So
Yeah.
yes, she was supposed to discipline the child, but she took it, you know, to the other.
Second example,
Okay.
a child slaps a help in church.
Whoa.
Wow.
You're laughing, right? And the parents were there.
First thing I'll say is that's not the first time. It's
Yes,
not the
it's
second
a
time,
culture,
It's not the
it's a
first
culture
time.
home.
It's normal.
And then tomorrow you look for a bride for him to marry.
And they'll be slapping.
slapping.
Do you
they're taking it
understand? You
personal.
not gonna bring someone's daughter.
That's
That's not get someone's daughter and
But it
mess up
actually
her
shows
life.
that it's possible that the parents hit that help too.
Of
Of course they do.
Yeah.
They do.
There is no way a child will play out something in public that he hasn't seen in private.
I saw my husband
No
just,
way.
I just like, babe, he's not your child. You know, because now,
No, if I was there,
Yeah.
if I was there, I really I don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
If I see a child who's doing that, Africa, what made Africa Africa?
It's the communal.
Is the communal, and we must keep that in our generation.
I think my mom has a problem with me on that. I tried to stay away from people's business, and she's like, "No, don't do that. We train people
No, but you know
together."
the wisdom is profitable to direct.
yeah.
In doing that, you have to.
You have to
do
be
it
careful because you may get
yeah.
involved and then somebody's father will show up and shove you. But
No,
the
he
truth,
can't.
I'll beat him up.
No, you
But the truth is that we must help. Okay, let's take it to the good side. When a child is being expressive in how they truly feel about stuff. For example, I don't like my classroom.
And then you know there's something about
So, okay, my daughter gets to school one day and come down from the car. She starts crying. It was new. Amanda, come down. Hey, come down. The teacher came. I said, hey, madam, leave her alone.
Let's get to
This is new.
wrong. Yes.
A few days before, it was raining and then the door jammed.
She was in the kitchen.
She was in the kitchen.
The door did not jam.
It banged.
They
and
took
then
light.
they took light and then she was stuck there. So that trauma
She was
stayed with her.
screaming.
So going back into a class in a confined space, she hadn't quite recovered. So you see all of the investigation. So we must give ourselves to listening. I think that's where we get it better.
No, but this example, it's the difference between the days where we were brought up and now.
But we must also say that some of the things we call mental health issues these days are just the... I don't want to sound... I serve as a pastor. I work with people. I don't want to sound insensitive. But the truth is, some of the things we call mental health issues today is simply emotional instability. People are not emotionally mature. And they're not willing to take responsibilities for their actions.
Right.
If you're made a set of wrong decisions will bring outcomes. You can't make the decision. You can't not be in class and hope to pass. Come on.
Impossible.
It doesn't work that way. You hear young people say, you correct someone, for example, or you give somebody advice, and parents say, well, and it's negative vibes. See, negative vibes, this negative vibes thing is too much these days. You give counsel is negative vibes. You correct someone is negative. You are in absolute folly. And somebody is telling you, hey, move out from there. And they say, oh, these people, they are just judging me. When you do something silly and somebody corrects you, all of those things come together. And if we don't nip them, like you said, in the bud as children, like Pastor Lillian said earlier, it will play out in their homes, in their marriages.
Yeah, we've said so much about this issue. So let's take a break. And then when we come back, we will play a game for the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lillian, are you ready?
To boss the game.
The buzz, the blum blum.
Please, it's not blum blum, it's balance. Welcome back to the Viral Virtue Show. We've had a fantastic conversation so far, but before we go, we like to always play games. And now, we're going to be bossing blum blum. Sorry. We're going to be
Adults.
busting balloons. Now, not as though we've missed our childhood, but we're trying to find...
Emotional stability.
We're trying to really find an adage that is trapped in the balloon. So, like I love to do it, I will be the umpire as always, and the ladies will be busting blum blum.
Please,
And I say that it's not fair.
That's the way the life is.
Why must
so,
you?
you want to join
matter.
us as we go?
Ladies'
So
life
now
matter.
we have. It's not good there. All right. So now, back to my darts. So we have.
Okay.
So the lady in red.
Do we bring the blum blums to the
you.
front?
I'll be the
All
blum
of
blum
them.
bringer. So you take your own darts.
But I have
You came with your own weapon.
yells.
No, for flat ground issues.
So that we don't
People are
know whether
concealing weapons on this show.
whether it is a detector of the.
So you take
Whatever
another
it
way.
is.
But this one is blunt
Thank
now.
you.
So, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Ready,
So-
Are you coming here?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Oh, there are different papers. Right?
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I hate. It's empty. See here, I really.
Are you sure there's
cannot-
something inside here?
You can just put it on the floor. I'm not busting on the floor. I cannot hold.
Can I take somebody's paper?
Hey.
What is it?
I found a paper. It
That
is still
paper.
empty.
Okay, the one with something written
The one with
inside.
something written.
Okay, I know the winner.
Bring us.
Okay.
I know the
See,
winner.
you know the
Bring
winner.
her, bring her.
Yeah, I think so.
You got it?
I think so.
Are you? I don't think you.
Because I wasn't opening and I wasn't busting and trying to read. I was just busting and
Some
trying
of you
to
to
read.
have strategy, AB. Someone has strategy. You know,
You
have
strategy
strategy.
you have.
When I was, when I
You
was,
see, I have a problem.
when I was
It is
introducing the
husband
guest
and wife.
earlier,
It is husband
I
and
told you
wife.
that
There
this
was an
woman-
agreement.
Instead of you and me to have
woman
strategy,
of
none of them
timber.
husband and wife.
and caliber. You get it?
You get it.
All right. So,
Is
so,
this,
so let's hear.
is this
let's
shades?
hear-
There's
yes,
something
let's
about
hear.
these glasses. I knew it. Yes. I knew there was something.
Yes, UV function. Yeah, let's go. What does
Okay.
it? How does it? What does it say?
You know, it's a proverb.
With attitude and emotions and feelings.
My son.
I look like African magic something.
So it says, if you're filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom. Wisdom. That's wisdom here.
This is kind of too easy, see?
Wisdom.
If you're full of pride, you would have no room for wisdom.
You see, the
And-
way you said this thing now, is it not pride in itself?
You see, there is a prideful way of communicating wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay,
Oh God, you
it's
see,
not
you
about-
see why
it's
I'm
not
not
about-
glued.
It's not about me. It's not about me.
Oh my
It's
God.
about who?
It's not about me. All right, so thank you guys for joining us. Please, parents, listen to your children. I think that's the balance,
Yeah.
guys. Listen to your children. Let them be able to express themselves, whether they are happy or sad. Why do you be the gauge that keeps them within the confines of ensuring they have good interpersonal relationship and ensuring that they are making better and healthy choices in their lives. Till the next time, this is the Viral Virtue Show, and it's always good to have you. Have a great time. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, 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 bye.